Whew. Nice. Lovely, bubbly. What we got here? Right, so hello everybody, welcome. Just setting up. Right, let's get some bits and bobs. Okay, so want that one. Oh, this is chaotic. Right, where's the other one? There it is. Couple of clips. Right, that should be it for now. Right, so hello. Here we go. So hopefully everybody can hear me. If you hear me, just holler and just comment in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up that the sound is on. Can you hear me loud and clear? So here we go. Right, so it's got 60 kilos loaded up, so I'm not sure how heavy I'm going to go today. I think last time I attempted deadlift it didn't feel right, so I'm just going to focus on good form. I'm not really too fussed about what weight I'm actually shifting. I just want to concentrate on keeping a good range of motion and get a good amount of reps in. I think that's probably sometimes one of my downfalls is I don't do enough repetitions. So hopefully you can see me quite well there. But so hopefully. Right. Right, okay. That's right, nice. Right, so what I'm going to do is definitely going to increase the weight. So I think what I need to start doing is not increase the weight too quickly. I think I've been guilty of jumping up weights too quickly sometimes, and it just throws me off. So we'll put this up to 80 kilos. But yes, so welcome everybody. Let's get this session underway. Right. Well, actually, should we just put it here? Maybe. Right. Get further back. That might be better like that. So I've got 80 kilos loaded up. So yes, if anybody can comment on if the sound's good, then please feel free to comment, please. Hello, Ben on YouTube. Appreciate the likes, everybody so far. So what we're going to do is 80 kilos. Again, just trying to keep a good range of motion, good form. Just trying to delve things in. Nice. I think gotta get a haircut. Gotta shave my hair off, I think. About 15, yeah. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna make it easier on myself by using these 15 kilos and then 10 kilos add-ons. Because I don't see where's that gone. Is that it there? Ah yes, things there. Right, so far so good. So lovely. Right, so here we go. Ah dear. Right, so 90 kilos, so not bad. Nice. So far so good. So what I'm going to do now is go up to about, so we can go a bit heavier. Maybe move this thing out of the way. Whew. So yes, we'll go add another 10 kilos on, see where we go from there. So load up to 100 kilos and just take our time going through the weight bands. So hopefully people can hear me. So yeah, if you're on YouTube, can you hear me? Say hello if you can hear me. On TikTok. Well, we'll see. Right. Wow. So let's get some weight loaded up. So let's load up to 100 kilos. I think at the moment we'll just do it in, go up 10 kilos each set. So right, another 5 kilos. Here we go. So 100 kilos loaded up. Let's get me juicy juice. Oh yeah. Hopefully everybody's fine, happy. Welcome. If you can hear me, please just holler down in the comments below. Any comments, feel free to whack them down below. Right, so happy. Okay, so here we go. We've got 100 kilos loaded on. Let's see what we can get up to this fine morning. Right, so 100 kilos. Again, nice, steady away. We'll increase it to 110 kilos. Nice. Again, felt the reps felt really good. Again, good 3 reps, felt really locked in. So I don't want to overexert myself on the lower weights, but maintain good form throughout is the main priority. So yeah, so we'll do 110 kilos next. So yeah, 50. This is 110 next. So yes, so thanks for people joining. If you could give us a like, drop us a follow, subscribe. We're both live on YouTube and TikTok at the moment, so all good fun. Here we go. Happy days. Right. Right. A few more seconds and we'll get back into this, back onto the bar. 110 kilos. We'll see how this goes. Do, 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 do. Happy days. So hopefully everybody can hear me well, but here we go, here we go. Drop us a follow, drop us a like, drop us a comment, all helps. So 110 kilos. Again, felt really nice. So let's go up to 120. Okay, so 120. I think we have another one of them. Put one there. Oh, do we have another one of them with a nice horse? Ba 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 ba. Where are they? Scene 1, verse 2. Right. Okie dokie. Here we go. Found another one. So, just going to replace one of them plates in a bit with another 15. But yeah, so we have 30, 60, 80, 120. Like I said, 120 on there now, so we'll see how this goes in a sec. I think sometimes I'm very guilty of pretty rushing some of my sets, so I just want to try and maximise what I can lift. Please feel free to comment down below. It does help with a bit more engagement, makes my session a bit more interesting. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to jump on, see if we can get this another rep knocked out. 120 kilos. Yeah, 120. Right. Wow. Okay, so that was 120. Felt really nice. Did feel like a lot more intense than previous ones so far, which is to be expected. So 120 going up to 130 now. $130 getting loaded. So see how that goes. 130 kilos loaded up. Give myself a bit of time to regenerate, recuperate, whatever the word. Right. So 130 kilos loaded up on the bar, so we'll do this in a minute or two. My previous record for the deadlift has been 145, so not done that for a canny while, so definitely want to start to push back on with the numbers, trying to get better form. I think that's the main thing really, trying to keep a good rigid form throughout the range of motion. But yeah, so far so good. So thanks for people for watching. We're just about to do 130 kilos. Hopefully we can get this moving. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting to say the least. So, it's annoying when it does that, like, wobbles away. Right, and so 130 kilos. Here we go. Wow. You forget how heavy it is sometimes. That's really heavy, 130 kilos. Especially for somebody of my age. But yeah, felt good. Hopefully we'll get a bit more on. see if we can hit 140. Definitely starting to feel the actual payload, so just be nice to get stronger, get more efficient at this exercise. Probably very guilty of not doing it more often, so but we can only persevere and try and push on as much as we can, really. But yeah, so I think we'll load up another 10 kilos on. So any comments, please feel free to whack them below. Drop us a follow, drop us a like, either or. Right, so let's get this loaded up. Another lovely. So I think this is going to be probably a grueler, but we'll soon see, won't we? I think previously I've been very guilty of not being able to program myself more efficiently, where I've just probably jumped into the weight probably a higher weight than I should be doing from the get-go. So it's probably then lost that momentum or lost that drive because I've overexerted myself too early on. So 140 loaded up now, so we'll do that in a sec. Definitely trying to have a couple of minutes in between sets, so I hope I give myself a better opportunity to lift the weight more efficiently. So hopefully you can hear me. So if you're on YouTube, if you say hi, TikTok, you drop me a like on TikTok or on YouTube, would be most appreciated. If you want to follow for more gym content, then please feel free to subscribe and follow, whatever it may be. It's so difficult to get any type of traction on these type of sites or platforms, let's say. But you have to persevere. I'm doing this for my own personal growth. I don't believe every rule should be followed. I think things can be reinterpreted, and you can go down a different path of experience to get to your final destination, whatever your goal may be. So I think sometimes you have to think outside the box and just do what feels comfortable for yourself. So that's all I like to do. I'm not too fussed about what the current world record is for doing deadlifts or squats and whatever. For me, it's a personal goal, so as long as the form's good and I don't cause any harm or injury to myself, then I'm happy. So yes, I've got 140 loaded up. I'm going to have to attempt to do that. If this goes up reasonably well, then I'll probably look at doing 145, if not a bit more. We'll have to wait and see. It would be nice to do a bit more. But again, it's all down to programming. I've got to make sure I execute the rep, get a good range of motion. But I think the more I do this type of exercise, the stronger and more fluid it will become. So I think sometimes you can overexert yourself. So it's something I'm going to play by feel, and hopefully we'll get some good progress again. So yes, 140 kilos. So thank you for the likes. Any comments, and please feel free to put them below. Any questions, queries, whatever it may be, then please feel free to whack them in the comment section. I'll do my best to do shout outs, whatever it may be. Have a little bit of banter, a bit of conversation, never hurts. So okay, so wow, that was some going. But wow, 140 kilos, yeah, felt a bit, not, I won't say fully disconnected, but definitely room for improvement there. But yeah, cheers LP for the likes, really appreciate it. So hopefully you can hear me quite well. How is bro not tired? Well, bro's not tired because bro's been chillaxing. I've had a day off from work today, so I'm actually back to work this morning, so gonna finish this gym at some point, hopefully run about, probably get back home for about 3ish, have a bite to eat, have a little snooze and go back to work. So very busy, but something I really enjoy doing. The job's really enjoyable, and I just feel really invigorated when I'm at the gym. It feels like I get a positive start to the day. And yeah, so by the time I finish work and get home, it's lights off and recoup. So I don't really allow my day to consist of anything or any junk stuff. So I don't watch primetime TV and stuff like that. So what do you do for a job? My job is an aerospace CNC machinist. So I make aeroplane parts. So sometimes being busy, yes, it definitely is. Being busy definitely keeps you preoccupied and makes you focus on things that are really important. I think sometimes you can have too much time in your hand and you always find yourself demotivated because you have too much time on your hands, and sometimes it's just finding that right balance. And once you get that right balance, it just feels really rewarding. So I think that's the main thing. And I think what helps is having a job that makes you feel important and you add a lot of value to that type of industry, whatever you may be doing. So I think that's probably another thing, having a job that also benefits your mindset. So, and like anything, less stress the better. I think that's probably one of the biggest failings of most people's lives is unwanted stress, and sometimes that stress is caused by our own wants and desires, and we don't put things in the correct order, and so it is sometimes. But yes, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get into that career? Well, to be honest, with getting into aerospace, it wasn't something I literally went straight into. Obviously I went to college, did a GMBQ in engineering, and from there I went straight into machining with my brother. We were doing like car parts, so dump valves, stuff like that, high-tech racing stuff, and it was really enjoyable. And then I went into another industry for manufacture of large generators for Caterpillar, so again that type of ethos around manufacturing. And then lo and behold, I ended up landing a job at an aerospace company. I'm looking, maybe one day it would be nice to get into an industry like motorsports again, so looking at like Formula 1 teams. It would be nice to do something along them lines, but I think aerospace and defence is something that's going to be definitely on the up with the state of play and the things that I think how the economy is looking to go towards now, a wartime economy. So I think defence and stuff like that is definitely going to be on the up. So handsome. Well, I appreciate the compliment. But yes, we now have done 140. Was that 140? Let's just double check. 30, 50, 100, 120. Yeah, that was 140. So now I think I'm just trying to debate whether or not whether I should go up to 150 now, try 150 kilos, take it from there. If you can do me, drop me a follow, drop me some likes. Also always appreciate trying to get as much airtime as I can, trying to push out the content and channel the positivity and the real side of life. Really, I think that's probably a lot of people probably misinterpret it of life. I think sometimes there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that people don't really share. How come you go to this? Well, for me, it's being a gym goer, and I want to share this type of experience with more people than just localized. I think it's nice to come to a gym where you're not, in a way, you're not interfering with somebody else's privacy, and I think that's one thing you've got to really bear in mind, especially in a place like this. You have to be really, you've got to concern yourself with people's privacy. It's not everybody wants to be on a camera, and not everybody wants their session to be aired across a platform where, you know, where potentially hundreds, if not thousands of people could view it. So yes, for me, coming to this town, and also it's been so quiet that literally no one else is here other than me. So it's literally, there's no faff on, there's no like, have to like organise what I want to do here whilst there's no one here. I don't have to like plan my sessions around other people using the equipment, because the equipment is always going to be free. I appreciate the follow, Dan. So yeah, for me it's just the ease of access, and it just makes sense to come at this time of morning, providing I get enough sleep during after hours after I finish work. As long as I get enough sleep, I tend to come to the gym. How much do I sleep? Well, at the moment I'll probably get a range between 5 hours to 8 hours, you know, and though I do have time off from the gym, so it might be a case of I might do 5-6 sessions in a row, and then I'll have probably like 2 or 3 days off from the gym to let my body regenerate, whatever it may be, and just take it from there. I think sometimes you have to give your body enough time to recover physically, and also I think most importantly it's always going to be hormonal, and I think that's what some people probably forget, is your hormones normally take between about 48 hours to 72 hours to like get back to like a normal level again. So normally if you take like two to 3 days off from the gym consecutively, definitely helps with the gym progress. So yeah, rest is probably one of the fundamental things you should do, because I think sometimes you can just go to the gym too much and you end up just burning yourself out, and you don't do yourself any favors. As maybe counterproductive that might seem, it's really does benefit a lot. So yeah, appreciate the comments. Please feel free to drop me a like, drop me a follow, then it's always appreciated. Right, what I've just done is put 150 kilos. Now, if I get this 150 kilos, it will be a new PR, but I think sometimes you have to like push out the boat and attempt to do something. Main thing is trying to lock in, keep locked in, rest, and yes, definitely. So you are what you eat is what they're saying it. So if you eat junk, and you're going to feel like junk. So I think it's very convenient to have a lot of convenient takeaways and stuff like that. It's easy, but you don't know what's in the food, and the thing is it's highly addictive. So I think the best thing is trying to eat as much fresh produce as you can. Make sure you enjoy your food. That's another thing. Enjoying your food is really important. There's nothing worse than people go, oh, I can't wait to have my rice cake with peanut butter. It's like, that's just like sad. Does exposure to high weight help you even? I think what you've got to be careful of is you should try and lift with good form. I think concentrate on good form is pretty important. But I would say is overload is probably an underrated thing. So having a progressive overload during your working sets is really important. So as you like ascend in weight, you're putting more weight onto the bar, I always descend in the reps, so I'm always having that balance between. So I think it's more important to have good form and add a bit more weight on each set than just staying at a plateau. Your body just wants to be efficient, and efficient means it doesn't want to gain size, it just wants to become really efficient. But when you do like progressive overload and a lower rep range and you're getting that strength, it makes your body want to go into anabolic state where it wants to build muscle. And I think there's a study out where it's actually, the more often you do like legs, that it can actually promote more hormone growth because of the size of the muscles that you're working. So if you did more legs workouts, because it's virtually what 25% of your body in muscle mass, so it just generates more hormones, more growth hormones to come into play. So definitely do more legs. It does have a big benefit on the overall body structure. Right, so gas bagging, I do apologise. So we've rested enough, chatted a little bit more. It's always nice to have a chat, so really appreciate it. So this is 150 kilos. Oh, this is going to be weight. Oh. Okay, try again. No, that ain't gonna lift. Ain't gonna lift me back. But we'll try again in a sec. Because sometimes you get them points where you just don't. I don't think I'm gonna lift that. But if you don't try, you don't persevere, then you don't know. And that's the thing in it. Sometimes you have to like find them sticking points. So we'll try again in a sec. So I appreciate some of the comments. It's really nice to have some comments. If you can drop us a follow, drop us a like, it's really most appreciated. Hopefully we can get this up again. But it'd be a new PR if I get this moving, but I don't know. Really don't know. Felt really hard, really difficult. But come on. I think what I'll do is we get the belty out. Right, so here we go. So appreciate all the comments and likes. Heavyweights, I'm only 100. Well, I mean, ideally, if you're 110 kilos, if you can try to do in and around your body weight, it's always nice. I'll try my best. I'll definitely try my best. It's not the easiest thing to try and do, but I think, considering this is my first year back into training after almost 10 years out of training, it's pretty testament to a good mindset and a good training structure, and also previously being into the fitness realm before. I think it definitely helps from having a good previous physique many years ago. So my body weight is 78 kilos. Well, I mean, you're probably maybe 1 or 2 kilos lighter than me. So I mean, at the moment I'm 80 kilos. The last time I weighed myself, I'm 80 kilos. So I think at my lightest 10 years ago, I was probably 68 kilos, and I was very well sculpted, and I want to get back down to probably want to lose at least, at the moment I want to lose about 4 kilos of body fat, and if I can maintain weight, I'll be very happy, but we'll see how things go. But at the moment, it's all about getting as much strength as I can. I was taught it, well, I'm sub 6 foot, as I like to say, but I'm actually 5'6", so quite a short person really. So 5'6", 80 kilos. At the moment about 20% body fat, so I want to get down to, if I can, by the end of the year, if I can get down to 15% body fat without really changing my diet, I'll be really happy with that. I want to just slowly lose the weight over hopefully a longer duration of time than cut the weight too soon. I think it's more, you get more value from doing that than anything else really. Because I think it's important trying to maintain strength. If I can maintain strength or get stronger as I do it, I think that's a win-win all around. But anyway, I'm going to attempt this 150 again. Any type of movement would be good, but I think sometimes when you do things like this, what you've got to understand is your body's got to adapt, and if you don't knock on the door, then you're never going to, nothing's ever going to open up for you. So, and even if I fail to move it, or it doesn't move at all, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The main thing is attempting it. Now, I'm not a big fan of wearing a belt whilst I'm doing this. It just feels like it really hinders me than help. But what I don't want to do is bust a gut just trying to lift a weight. Anyway, here we go. Oh, that's annoying. It's so annoying. Right. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Right then. Woohoo! Ain't happening. Ain't happening. We'll try again in a sec. We'll do one more attempt, but I just don't want to overexert myself just for the sake of trying to lift it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it down to, take that down get 2.5. If we've got another, to see if we can find that tipping point. So that's 145. That's something I've done before, but that was many months ago. But let's put another 1.25 there. So that's 46, 47. So it'd be 47. So I do apologise. So we'll do that in a sec. So 147, so we just dropped it by 2.5 kilos. But what we'll do, we'll try that, and if that doesn't move, then we'll try again. So we'll see what happens. If the belt is too tight, it could mess up. No, I agree. That's something I'm not always. I don't always like wearing a belt because it's something. I do feel like it hinders what I do sometimes. So yeah, undo the belt. I just done that. So yeah, I appreciate the comments. Really nice to get some good input. So we'll do it the same again. So 147, we'll try that. So who knows what, 147 and a half, just say. So not bad. So look, oh, we've got company, even better. So what's this say, Stephen? Yes, no, I totally agree. So I think sometimes it can pinch. I feel it pinching on the hips. So I think I had it a bit too low. So it's like anything. I mean, once you get into that mode of using something, you kind of, it's just like when I was doing flat bench at the start. Is once you understand how to brace yourself correctly, things just seem more fluid. And I think once I start doing more deadlifts, more squats, become more accustomed to the range of motion and body positioning and get more locked in and dialed, then I definitely will find more progression in that. It just takes that bit of time and just attention to detail. That's, I think, when you're trying to critique yourself using your own eyes, can sometimes you can be quite deceiving. So when you've got other people maybe mentioning things, giving you hints and tips, it does definitely make things click a bit more efficiently. So I do appreciate the feedback. Well, I try to be honest about the numbers. I'm no power lifter, but I definitely I just enjoy the vigor of the chase of the heavier weight. And I think when you're somebody of my age, I'm almost 45, so, and it's been almost 10 years out of the game. I've been training for up a year now, so I've been quitting vaping for a year, so there've been a lot of changes. Don't really drink alcohol. I think your mic's off or something. Can you hear me now, Stephen? Hold up. That one's on fine. That one's fine. Just can you hear me now, Stephen? Hopefully you can hear me now. Just let us know if you can still hear us. I do apologise if the sound drops out, but everything seems alright there. Is that any better? Just let us know in the comments. Most appreciated. Right, and so I'm going to try do 147. Whoa. Just quiet. You were louder earlier. Okay, let me just try something else. Is that okay? Just let us know. I'm just about to load up. Right, getting there, getting there. I think it's that bit of momentum, just that right at the bottom end. But I think I'll be able to get it in a sec. So hopefully you can still hear me. You can just let us know in the comments. Most appreciated. But wow. Oh, cool. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate. I think you're attacked. Yeah, I do. I think I'm being a bit more reserved. I think sometimes you have to like gauge your own body, don't you? Sometimes and think, is it the right thing to do at this moment in time? Because the last thing I want to do is overexert myself and cause an injury or split my ring. Don't want to do anything on camera like. Yeah, I just changed the setting on the mic thing on the actual phone, so hopefully that's better. But no, I appreciate the input. It does help, definitely helps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try that again. I do definitely want to try and get a bit more momentum in there. And I think you're all right in the fact that if I attacked it and went full pelt, I probably would be able to shift it. I think once I've shifted once, then I definitely probably get at least 2 reps out of it. But it's just getting that first rep. It's just once you get that dialed in, it will just go from there really. But it's like anything, it just takes time. It takes time to get to that point. So, but no, I appreciate the comments. Really does help with the progress. So more comments about once you. Yeah, totally, man. No, totally. Once I get the first move, then it'll be hands down done. But it's like anything, just getting that first one. But we'll see. We'll try it now. No, getting a bit off the floor, but it's not. I think it's a bit of a stalemate for me today. But like anything, you don't try it, you don't know. But what we'll do is might change the focus on something. How many kg? That's 147 and a half kg. My previous record was 145, but I think I'm pretty gassed. But again, it's probably I mean, that's probably the first time I've hit that weight. I think I hit 140 earlier on, which was nice. But I've not done deadlifts like this for a long time, so I think what it is probably down to not doing it as frequently as I should be. So I need to start doing it at least once a week. So, and I think that's probably one of the things. I think I will. I think I definitely next time. So I think the more I program these type of sessions into my schedule, then the stronger I become. You know, I think this week. I think tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be doing a chest day. I do reckon I'll be upping the ante on that one tomorrow. So hopefully trying to get probably 82, or if not 85 kilos, whatever it may be. But yeah, I definitely feel that the flat bench is going to be on the up. I feel really good, feel quite positive about doing that tomorrow. So definitely join me for that tomorrow. I totally agree. I think sometimes you have to find that happy medium between maxing out all the time and then trying to learn to trying to keep good form. So definitely appreciate that type of information. And I think that's what it's about really. It's just probably sometimes I think probably one of the most important things is doing some accessory work. So maybe just doing things that are going to help with that range of motion. So we might start looking at doing more beneficial works for the hamstrings, for the lower back, and trying to get stronger in different ways will definitely help. So I think what we'll do now, I think I might do some military press now. So if you stay a bit longer, you might see me do some military press. Again, it's all about improving the whole physique, not just the lower body, upper body. I think the whole physique should be tackled. So yeah, what I'm going to do is allow my back and my legs just to recuperate. And we'll do a bit of some shoulders, and then we'll jump on to some leg curls after. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. So why not, he says. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if my lower back is able to accommodate the shoulder press. About there. So here we go. I think probably one of the most important things is making sure you keep a bit of safety in mind. Where are we there? So yes. So yeah, any more comments? Let's have a look. I really appreciate. Well, the purpose of the deadlifts is you're doing the whole core, so you're using the whole core to brace. That's going to be your lower back, your intercostal. It's going to be everything. It's all about timing as well with deadlifts. So it's not just one muscle group that you're working. So deadlifts are, I think some people think deadlifts are a waste of time, but they are profoundly enhancing of the internal deep muscles. So you're bracing your core, your lower back. So whether it's really a good thing to do, it's either or really. I think you can look at things in so many different perspectives. So is it really a necessary movement to have? I think it's a high risk, definitely a high risk exercise. If you mistime something or overexert yourself, it's definitely something that can easily put you out of action for a long time. Right, so yeah, what I'm going to do, that's 20 kilos, I'm going to load up, put that up to 30 kilos. Which I know isn't a lot of weight, but just want to work up to a nice number. So I appreciate the comments, and I think with some exercises it's whether you feel it validates what you want. So yeah, no, I appreciate the comments. If you can drop us a follow, drop us a like, drop us a comment if you want anything, if you want to mention anything, feel free to comment below. The more interaction the better. I think it makes it more of a, definitely improves my my session, to be fair. I do like a bit of banter and a bit of a comments here and there. Where did you stop? Why? Well, life. I ended up moving counties. I ended up moving up north. Had me my family and kids, so a lot of family life, orientation. Just things became a bit hectic, and unfortunately I stopped working out what I need to do. I probably need to like upload some previous photos of what I used to look like 10 years ago when I was at, or what I would say is my peak physique. I think I was lifting probably in around the same about weight that I'm lifting currently. I think the only thing I wasn't very good at back then was my chest movements, and I definitely feel that I've probably nailed the chest movements better now than I did 10 years ago. I think my diet's probably better, so I'm trying to maintain weight as well whilst losing the fat, which isn't an easy thing to do by any stretch of imagination. But yeah, for me, the reason why I stopped training was down to family reasons, personal reasons. And do I regret it? No, I don't regret not going to the gym. I think sometimes it can become very consuming, and I see it nowadays with everybody else who jumps on, who becomes an influencer or becomes really fitness orientated. The mindset is wide up, totally different to anybody who doesn't go to the gym. And for me, I just like to eat normal food. I don't curse food or anything. I think there are good foods to have, and there's really appetizing foods you can eat, and there's also the foods that you should really avoid. I think it's all about getting the right information. I don't think eating rice cakes and peanut butter is any stretch of any imagination of being healthy. I think it's a very deluded sense of good health. And I don't understand people who eat like a lot of salads and stuff like that. It just makes no sense. I'm a meat eater. Anyway, 30 kilos. Right, that's fine. Right. Okay, so hopefully. Right, so that was 30 kilos to get up that weight to 140, I doubt it. 40 kilos next. So there we go. 40 kilos. Okay. Be interesting if I can get up to like if I can get up to like 60 kilos would be nice. But I think the main emphasis to me with this type of exercise, if I can get up to like body weight, I think if I can get up to anything around body weight, I'm really happy with. I think that's definitely the go-to thing for any exercise. If you can do body weight movements, that's really testament to how strong you are. So if I can get up to 80 kilos on a shoulder press, hopefully in this year, I will be really chuffed with that. To be fair, I think when I was doing 10 years ago, I probably was doing 160, probably 150 to 160 squats. I think the deadlifts were again in around the same, probably 150 to 160. Again, I wish I recorded stuff back in the day. But yeah, I used to do a lot of everything in one session, so I would never always do one emphasis on one muscle group and then do a lot of fluff in and around it. So I never really got that much momentum. I think back in the day there weren't that much equipment there that were as safe as the equipment I use here. So it's a lot of things really. Oh God, I mean, I actually, well, that's, wait, isn't it? It's, but yeah, I think I wish I started sooner, but I think in my early 20s I was very much working and really enjoying what I was doing, really, like partying, going out drinking, smoking, whatever. So I lived I did a lot of things that I enjoyed doing, and a lot of it was quite probably very harmful to the body, but it was enjoyable at the time. But I wouldn't never knock other people for enjoying their lives. I think that's the most important thing, is what you find enjoyable. Right, so we have 40 kilos. Again, one of the things I do like is make sure I get like a good range of motion. I think that's probably the most important thing to nail, is trying to get a good range of motion, stay with good form, trying to eliminate any cheap moves that can compromise the whole exercise. So as long as you've got a tight core, a good lower back strength, and that's probably one of the reasons why I like doing deadlifts, because I definitely feel that development on the lower back and that hinge movement. So I definitely reckon it definitely helps with other movements later on. So again, it's all about mindset. But yeah, I mean, it's all about mindset. I think that's the most important thing. If you want if you want something so bad, you just keep on chasing within reason. Right, so we have 50 kilos going on now. 50 kilos. What time is it now? Can't see the time. So 20 past 2. But yeah, so got 50 kilos loaded up now, so we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully it will move quite relatively well. If we can get up to 60 kilos, I'd be really chuffed with that. Yes, it is a 24-hour, it's 24/7 gym here. It's based in the northeast of England. It's called One Gym, so there's many different facilities in and around where I live, which gives me a lot of scope if I'm in and around different parts of the county. So it definitely does help having a good gym. I think that's probably one of the most important things. I did start off going to Pure Gym, and again, over time, once I got more into going to the gym, I then thought it was time to commit to a gym that's going to be able to facilitate the type of strength gains that I want to make. So yeah, I'm really happy with the quality of the machines we've got here. It's just by far one of the best gyms I've been to. So I definitely recommend, if you're a newbie, to go to the gym, is just get yourself into a good routine. That's probably the most important thing. And then once you start finding your place within that realm, is then maybe up the ante by going to a gym that's more dedicated into certain quality machines. Definitely helps. Gym group, no, gym group. I mean, again, they're very similar to Pure Gym, aren't they? So, but again, when I'm down south, I visit my family, I'll probably go to the gym group down in Staffordshire. So it's not bad. Again, I think certain gyms do have certain equipment available, which is more than ample to get a good routine with. So it's just one of them. It's just you make the most of what you got, and I think if you're making progression where you are, that's the most important thing. But anyway, we have 50 kilos loaded up, so I'm gonna attempt to do this 50 kilos military press. again, it's getting there. It's getting there. I think I'm getting to a point where it might be the upper limit of my strength for this exercise today. But again, what I'll do is I'm going to probably add on another maybe 5 kilos, 2 kilos aside, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, no, I think sometimes once I get the first rep out of the way, and sometimes the first rep can be a bit grinding. I think sometimes that's my body going, okay, it knows what it's expecting. So once I get the first rep out of the way, which can sometimes look a bit disgusting, as I would say, the other two, then I didn't think I went as deep. But again, it's sometimes when you go too deep, the amount of exertion you have to then execute can be really taxing. So you're just finding that happy medium. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another 5 kilos. Maybe this is overkill, but I'll rather push on than never push. So let's try it. Give myself a bit more rest time now. I think the main thing is I'm not cheating the rep. I'm not cheating the bar up in any way. So I'm trying to keep that strict form. So, cheers for the comment. Please feel free to drop me a like. Appreciate the comment, and drop me a follow. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get this one up again, and then that'll be 55 kilos. But like I said, I would like to get up to a point where I'm doing body weight on a shoulder press. I'm actually going, for me, I'm actually preferring to do things with a more barbell work than using dumbbells, especially when I can use it in a way it's really safe and it doesn't really put me at any disadvantage or put me at risk of injury. So that's probably one of the reasons why I like doing the military press. Mr. Clean, thank you very much, appreciate it. My products are amazing. I don't know what products you're referring to. But yeah, so yeah, drop us a follow, drop us a like, I really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do now is going to try to do this military press for 155, I wish, 55 kilos. Dreaming there. But yeah, hopefully we get this for 55 kilos. So let's see what happens. Barry Scott. Aye, fuck it, Barry Scott. I love it, love it. Do forgive me, it is like 2:30 in the morning, so I'm not always completely switched on and I'm in the zone, but that's quite I miss that type of comment. That's funny. But yeah, Civic Bang. Right, so I'm going to try it again. Right, 1 sec. Okay, I think I'll definitely get that up. I think these are going to be in the way. Right. And they were getting in the way, so let's see how this goes. So we'll see if we can get this 55 kilos up. Here we go. Right. Might have to cheat the rep up, but hopefully not too much. Did try to go for a third one, but never mind. Not too bad. Again, not overly, not too bad to be fair. But yeah, I think the more likely if I push on, the better it becomes. So just takes time. So you know, that's the thing I need to always understand, that in a year of just training so far, I think I'm not far from the strength that I had when I was 10 years younger, which is really nice. I'm just 10 kilos heavier than I was 10 years ago, so it would be nice to lose a bit more weight. So I think at the end of this session I'm going to do probably like 20 minutes of sit down cardio on the old bike, so we'll see how that goes. But so far so good. It's been a nice session, done some nice movements with the deadlift and then overhead press, so I can't really complain too much. But I think that little knock on the door every now and then really helps wake up the muscles. Should I go for a bit heavier? I'm not sure. I think sometimes you can overexert yourself and not do yourself any favours by pushing on too soon, too quickly. So we'll see. But appreciate the likes and comments, really helps motivate me. And plus it's that engagement. I think it's sometimes having that type of engagement really is quite nice to have. So considering I'm doing this on empty, I don't ever eat before I come to the gym. So I've got up at 12:30, got to the gym for about 1 o'clock, and yeah, so not really had anything to eat since yesterday evening. So I've had a good maybe 7 or 8 hours without any food in me. So I do feel that's another thing to consider. I'm gonna head off. Cheers mate, appreciate the comments. So I'll hopefully come across you again in other live streams. So I appreciate the comments. So see you soon, Steve. So here we go. We're gonna what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try one more. I'm going to increase the weight again. I'm going to look at doing, what's that, 55, so we're looking at 57.5. So again, I think this is probably in the realms of a new PR. I don't think it's something I put on the thing yet, but we'll see how this goes. But I think this is going to be the last of it. We bumps his head on the bar. So when's your bedtime? My bedtime, it won't be until my bedtime. I might have 2 hours sleep when I get back home, and then I'll go to work, and then I won't be back until later on this evening. So my bedtime won't be until much later on during the day, really. The actual bedtime. Probably be looking at about 7 o'clock tomorrow, or 7 o'clock this evening. So in around about 7 or 8 o'clock time I'll be going to bed. So see how that goes. But no, I appreciate the comments and interest. But let's... Right. Okay, so a bit wider there. Okay, so 57.5. Let's see if we can get this for 1 or 2 reps. No, that's not gonna move. No way! That ain't gonna move whatsoever. So, lick my wounds. I think we'll call that. A very good session so far. So again, I'm probably very guilty of not like keeping a good track record of things I should be doing. So definitely something I want to improve on. So, but yeah. So I think what we'll do now is need to do some other form of exercise. So what should we do? I have no idea. What I need to do now is just tidy up, get everything tidied. Right. Here we go. There we go. Right, so I think what we'll do now is trying to think what exercise I want to do in order to get stronger. I think what we might do is do some tricep movements. I think if we do a bit of triceps, I think that'd be quite invigorating. So we'll do that now. And I think that'll be a nice thing to finish on, maybe. Yeah. Here we go. 10. 20. So do 20s. We'll do 10 and 15. 10. 15. 10. 15. So 30 kilos. So, and I appreciate the comments that right, so far so good. So yeah. Right, and so what we'll do is I think we'll go heavier again. We'll look to 40 kilos. 40 kilos. And that'd be a nice weight. So here we go. So thank you for joining me. So feel free to comment below. Any comments are always welcome. So could just 40 kilos on the tricep. Nice. Right, bring it up the ante again. Go to 50 kilos. Lovely. So wow. Right, so 50 kilos. Wow, that's immense. Wow. Right, so what we'll do now, is up the ante once more, do 60 kilos. And I think that would be the shallot. Pardon moi. Right then. Wow, that was really heavy, too heavy, but it's wow. Right, I think we'll do some push downs, and then so we do some push downs and then a bit of cardio. And then we'll be done. So it's been a nice session, cannot complain. Oh, should really do some leg curls, but we'll do some leg curls. Why not? Leg curls, and then times it now 1:45. So yeah, oh my god, he's maxed it out. No. Right, and so 2, 3, 4. Nice. Whew. So what I'm going to do is do a couple more sets on this one. Thank you for joining me. Any comments, feel free to list them below. But what we'll do now, we'll do probably another 2 more sets, and each time just increment the weight up and then decrease the how many reps I'm doing. But it's been a really nice session, done really good on the deadlifts. Did attempt 150, failed, 147, failed, but we did lift 140 today, and I think hopefully if I maintain a good working structure and try to accommodate deadlifts more frequently within my monthly workouts, we'll probably make more progression on there. But 140 today. We did overhead press as well, which was, I think I did that for 55 kilos. So again, a nice number today. Can't complain. Some nice questions and some added comments, which was quite nice. Added comments, what the hell am I talking about? It was nice to interact with people with the comments and whatnot. But yeah, it's always nice. I mean, the more interaction, then the better. Just improves my people skills. But yeah, so far so good. So hopefully people can still hear me. If you can hear me, if you just say yes, you can hear me, be most appreciated. Not sure what's happened to YouTube. It looks like we've fallen off the bandwagon on YouTube. But any comments, please feel free to mention things below. It's been a nice workout, I can't really complain. So if you want to give us a follow, then please do. Oh. Right, this is going to be the last one. I'm trying to do a bit of shoulder press. Don't know if I should. Wow. Here we go again. So if you can do me a favour, drop me a follow, drop me a subscribe, drop a like on the live stream. Please comment below. It's always nice to have that bit of interaction. The more interaction, the better, really. But anyway, let's do this last set, and then we'll probably do a bit of shoulder press, and then be finished. 3, 2, 1. How much is it? 45 kilos. Wow. Wow. Right, so we're done with that for now. We'll jump on to the shoulder press for now. See how that goes. Should do some cardio really, but I don't know if I've got the patience to sit down for 20 minutes and be bored. I think once more people join the live stream, as we grow the channel, I'll probably end up doing more and more things at the gym. I'll probably actually come to the gym probably more frequently, probably at times a week, so a bit more accommodating. Right, 38 kilos. Not bad. Go up to 52 kilos. And I appreciate the likes and follows. Has been really quite an entertaining session to be fair. So thanks to those who have commented. The more the merrier. So 52 kilos, let's see how many reps we can get out of this. See if we can get 5 reps and then up the ante again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice. So let's go up to 65 kilos. But yeah, wow. Crazy. Wow. Yeah, I'm knackered now. We'll see how this goes. If I get this up and I do it, let's say 3 or 4 reps, might up the ante again. We'll see how many reps we can get first. Right, so right, 65 kilos on side reps, shoulder press. 3, 2, I think that's it. I think that's me done. So I think that's I'm going to call that a day. I'm going to call that quits. Appreciate everybody who's joined me on the live stream earlier on today. Really appreciate the comments, the likes, any new followers. Thank you for joining. We will definitely get more. You need to breathe. Yes. I think when you're in that moment, sometimes you're trying to brace yourself. So be my guest if you want to come and show me, please do. But been pretty taxed so far. Did military press earlier on, which was really nice to get under the belt. Did start the session off with some deadlifts, so big muscles. Well, I do try to do what I need to do when I'm here at the gym. So, but yeah, immense. So I think what I'm going to do now is might just greetings up. Thank you very much for Italy. I mean, that's whereabouts in Italy? I'm from the UK. I live in a place called County Durham, so that's the northeast of England. It's late. Well, we're an hour behind, so it's actually 2:52 here. So, whereabouts in Italy are you from? It's probably one of the places I'd love to go to. Actually, I love Italy. I love everything Italian. It's definitely a place on my wish list to go to. Maybe I'll go soon. Would be nice to probably go to like Rome or Milan or wherever it may be. Rome, etc., etc. So many different places that I would like to go to. I'm going to bed. Oh, cool. Well, good night, sweet dreams, and I hope you'll interact with Sardinia. Oh, that's Sardinia, no way. Nice. Again, it's not a place I've been to. Would be, I think anywhere in Italy would be a blessing, but yeah. Hopefully you have a nice day and a productive day. So thank you for the comment, really appreciate it. So if you can do us a favour, drop me a thumbs up and a follow, would really appreciate it. But interesting. So I think that is going to be my my session for today. It's been really nice to interact with people on YouTube and also TikTok simultaneously. So great beaches. Oh, I tell you what, I do love a good beach. I was in where was I last? In Thailand. I went to Khao Lak and they had some nice beaches around there. So you can't beat a nice beach. So also Mexico, Tulum and stuff like that. Magnificent. So I do like a good beach. Then we do have some nice beaches here in the UK, although the weather might not be accommodating. We've still got some of the some nice pristine beaches up here in the northeast. So in Whitley Bay. And I appreciate the comment, man. But yeah, I think there's so many different places I would like to go to and I've still not gone to, but I think Italy would definitely be one of the places I would like to go, just to see like the Colosseum, stuff like that. It's just, you can't put into words about things like that. I mean, I've been to like places like Egypt, and so it would be nice to do more things of that type of nature. But anyway, that's a completely different story and a different realm of things that I would like to get into at some point, and hopefully do some more live streams. Message. Interesting. Message retracted. Okay. £10. I have no idea what's that mean. £10? Maverick? What are you on about, Maverick? I think what time is it now? It's 5 to 3, so you have to let me on the conversation there, Maverick. I don't want you to suddenly put £10 on. I'm a bit not sure what you're on about there, mate. But yeah, so, but no, I appreciate some of the comments. If you can understand neck crack, you have to like elaborate on the understand what I don't understand what you mean about neck crack. Can you do that? Neck crack. It's not something that I normally do. I mean, I can every now and then do my fingers, but it's not something I do voluntarily. So neck cracks are something that I don't really do a lot of. It's very rare I have a neck crack. So probably get popping of the knee joints, maybe the hips and ankles, wrists occasionally, but flex your neck side to side. There you go, that. Yeah, I don't really normally get that many cracks in the neck, so bit of an odd one, but my like a pet guinea pig. Anyway, you do a bit more. I don't know, some of the comments are quite interesting sometimes. I like to do that. Oh, of course, I mean, that's great. Interesting. Right, 3, 2, 1. Right, another retracted message. Oh dear, what you're saying. Right, I think what I need to do is probably look at doing one more exercise and we'll walk out the door, okay? How many retracted messages do you have? Well, he's done retracted all your messages. Crazy! That's crazy, lad. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try attempt to do some. Hopefully I'm not going to wave to people here. A bit of a piss poor place to have a. So what we're going to do, try to make sure that so anyway, who's put this on 152 kilos? Right, we put on 8.5 kilos. So again, it's something that I want to get better on. I just know it takes time to get better. So here we go. so shocking how weak you can have to be. Try some dips. Again, once I start getting into this rhythm of doing things more calculated, there'll be sort of payoff eventually. Wow. I think one of the sessions I'm gonna have to dedicate just some nice time just for like doing some more calisthenic type movements. I think that would definitely be more beneficial. But, wow. I believe. Wow. I think that's pretty much going to be me. I think what I'm going to do is probably dedicate maybe Sunday session to doing some more body weight movements. I do recognise that chin ups and pull ups using strict form and body weight movements are going to be really a good thing to include in future sessions and dedicate more time to do them. But yeah, just giving yourself the ample amount of time to do things, and probably doing things like this towards a heavy session that I've had so far probably doesn't really benefit the move itself. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. So what I'm going to do, I think that's going to be the shell-up for now. So, but yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to call it quits. So thanks for those who joined me, watched me, commented on the session. I look forward to bringing you tomorrow's session, which should be a chest day tomorrow, providing I get enough sleep tonight. But I'll say goodbye and farewell, and I'll see you again same time tomorrow. So take care, everybody.